Hello guys, it is Alison Creamer and I am here with Conversations with Creamer, our new podcast model. So today is an app developer. You guys know I love my technology and I'm also a real estate agent, so when I need something, I need it now and I need it fast when it comes to repairs or renovations. So I was introduced to David Savino. Yes, that is the Savinos in the Hampton Roads area. I was surprised. They actually do more than just sell real estate. So David has developed or is a co-founder of an app called Appatrade that several agents are actually starting to embrace now. So this is a new model for our area, and I'm gonna turn it over to you because you know your app. You know it's exciting, and we were just talking about it. So I know I'm going to use it.
Yeah, it is exciting, it all came about when I was in a walkthrough and actually an agent was buying one of our listings in our office, and her husband came over to check the boat lift and went out and saw the boat lift wasn't working, and he said, that needs to be fixed. This was a Sunday. He said, that needs to be fixed by tomorrow because I need to bring my boat over. I'm going out of town. And we're all scrambling, looking to see who had a contractor, electrician, and all of us couldn't find one.
We've all been in that position.
All the time. So that's, it kind of grew from that, and so here we are today, and agents are like you said, they're understanding it, they're grasping it, and it's great because as much as you tell them how easy it is to use, once they use it, they're like, oh my gosh, why didn't I do this a year ago?
So you explained to me, because at first I was having a hard time, like you said, grasping it. So there are all kinds of preferred vendor list out there, we'll say. I think the real estate company, Rain, has HomeSnap, and there's Home Advisors, and there's Angie's List, and there's just a ton of them out there. And so the difference between that and this is it is a smaller network and vetted. These contractors at this point are not who's going to pay the most money to get the leads.
Right.
These are people that you have built relationships with or have been vetted to make sure that they're ready and available as soon as that lead comes in to help you.
Right. It's exactly right. I mean, we do the vetting process for you. I mean, we all know that realtors like to kind of hold their go-to guys to their chest and not really tell everyone else who they're using. But so what we've done is we've created this network and we've put those go-to guys on this app. And we are very customer service oriented. If they're not going to perform, we're going to the next. And we have a lot of guys on there that are just trying to get into the real estate industry, and this is one way they're doing it. And we're only putting people on there that we do vet, that we do have their license and they're insured. So you don't have to sit there and read while you're trying to find somebody all these reviews. We've done that. You know you're going to get somebody good. We have the list of the contractors on our site. And so it's, once again, it's just getting it in your hand, using the app as opposed to trying to call all the realtors that you know in your office, hey, who do you have that I can use? Because then you're vetting again. So
right.
It takes longer.
Absolutely.
So it brings your clients added value. I mean,
So how quickly does something like this work? If I was at a walkthrough and I needed an electrician because things were about to fall apart, I would open up the app, I would find electricians, and how quickly are these people responding to the need for me?
It's overwhelmingly pretty quick because the contractors know that it's going out to all the electricians on our app. So the first one that responds gets that job. We're not recirculating these jobs. It's one job, one lead, and that's it.
That's pretty awesome. So you also said not only do you vet the contractors, but behind the scenes, you're asking the agent, the realtor, how did the experience go? Because
right.
You want to make sure that these vendors are staying in good relationship with everybody, that they're doing what they said they were going to do.
Yep.
And then you also noted, which I think is really important for agents to understand, this is not a quoting system.
Right.
This is, I have a need, I need a job done now.
Right.
You are hiring this person to come out and get something taken care of, because in our world, it's, if this doesn't get done, we're not going to closing and everything could fall apart.
Right.
So this is an urgency, which we find ourselves in quite often. which is sad, but we do.
And if you have a go-to guy, you're probably going to try to call them to get the quote. We might come out with a quote-based model, but right now we're just,
I need somebody and I need them
It's kind
now.
of like Uber, you need a ride and you're going to get somebody good. You don't have to read the reviews. I don't give you really the reviews until you get in the car and then you see who you're with, and you ask, we're different from a home advisor and all these other companies. If you asked an agent if they've ever used it for a deal, they're probably going to say no, because I kind of have this comparison where we all go to the same restaurant usually, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we all go to that same restaurant. We usually order the same meal because we know that we want a good meal. We know we're going to get something good if we go to that restaurant. So I think that if you go to your same contractors, like you're going to have on Appatrade, you're going to get somebody good. You're not going to be disappointed if you go to a different restaurant and order something like, oh gosh, I really wanted a good meal tonight. So it's kind of like a VIP network of contractors for realtors.
Well, I know, in our industry, I truly believe that when the deal goes south, it's always our fault. 99.9% of the time, it's going to be our fault because we're the first one met and we're the last one when they go to closing. So it's really important in our industry to have excellent service, excellent support systems and providers, and finding people, and then being able to save the day and finding that contractor immediately. I mean, that very well could save the other agents, and their reputation because we were able to get
Absolutely.
It done. So
Absolutely. That's the last thing we want to think about. I mean, trying to find a contractor is, there's so much.
I call my husband, please come.
You're lucky. You're fortunate to have that in your back pocket. But a lot of us don't, and there's so much that happens in 30 to 45 days. This is one of the last things we don't have to worry about, trying to find someone to come over and do these little punch lists.
Well, we just did a walkthrough yesterday, and the electrician that was hired didn't do what they said they were supposed to do, and we're supposed to close tomorrow. So I'm not even sure if that's going to happen, and then at that point, we're sometimes talking about much bigger money because the buyer wants to hold out for a much bigger potential if something else happened after closing. Exactly. So, I mean, this really could save not only the deal, but your client money and heartache.
It does, and it's great for, when you're getting ready to list their home, they can go ahead and get things done quickly and get the home on the market quicker. I mean, it really is a great tool for us to utilize, and that's the way we would like to think of it as realtors having ease of use. We made it easy. We developed it to be very user-friendly for the agent. And we're only in iOS right now. Droid is going to be coming out in the near future, but
so call your agent friend who has an Apple product.
That's right. Yep.
If you need it.
Exactly.
So I'm going to recap just so that I make sure I get this right. So it's Appatrade. Mm-hmm. That's Appatrade.
Correct.
It's on iTunes. They can find it through iTunes, through the iTunes store. Droid's going to be coming out shortly. Correct. This is mainly right now for real estate agents and contractors.
Correct.
You're looking at models for the general public or VIP through your agent type of service, but right now we're allowing agents, real estate agents, and contractors to take advantage of this.
Correct.
The idea is you need a contractor. You go to Appatrade, you pick your contractor. That need gets blasted out. And the contractor that answers first is typically the one that comes out, does the job, everything's fixed. It's not really quote-based modeled right now. This is, oh my God, I'm at a home inspection, I need this fixed or we're not going to closing.
Correct. And we do have home inspectors on there as well.
Gotcha. I love it. So if you're a real estate agent in Hampton Roads and you're part of some of the network forums on Facebook, you could probably search this because you said some of the agents are starting to use it so that you can kind of get a little bit of that social review to know that it is working.
Getting out there, that's absolutely sure. It's people are talking about it, and that's great. That's what we want.
There is no fee for the agent to use it.
You believe that?
I know.
Gosh.
Somebody didn't have their hands in my pockets this time. So if you're a contractor, you can get a hold of Appatrade or David Savino to find out how you can be vetted and part of his service network. If you're a real estate agent, you can download it and start using it. We actually may have a need for that today. So I'm definitely going to download it, check it out, because everybody knows I'm a techie. So where else can we find you guys? Do you have a blog, a forum? Is there a contact number?
Yeah, we have a Facebook page. We have a website. It's just appatrade.com, and our Facebook page. But, you can find us if you go to appatrade.com. There's support. You can go to our Facebook page and contact us that way, or you can just ask a real estate agent who's using it.
Well, any closing thoughts?
No, thanks for having us. I appreciate this.
Good deal. Thanks.
Thank you.